Welcome to Top Tier Trader. I'm your host, Grant Hardy. We have Chris Kane. We're back with the series on how he's doing. Chris, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Doing pretty good?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, how's your account doing?
The account's doing pretty good too.
Yeah, so you're on your second challenge that you had bought. You failed the first one. Mm-hmm. How's this one doing?
It's doing pretty good so far. I'm up almost 5%. I brought it up to 5%, and then I lost a big trade. Now I'm back up to 5%, and I got some good-looking trades showing up either this week or into next week.
So you got some setups coming, and you're about how many days in are you right now?
This is week 3, so I don't know how many days it is. Tell us here.
So you've had 9 active trading days.
Cool.
So you're still very early in this challenge.
Yeah.
And you're at 5%. I love it. And you got some setups coming. So do you want to walk us through what you've been going through on your approach this time?
Yeah, this time I decided, because I only take a couple of trades, like if I'm really confident in a trade, like I only take a couple. Mm-hmm. And my approach last time was take one standard at a time and hopefully make 500 pips in a month. And that's kind of hard to do with wins and losses. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
So this time I decided I'm going to up the leverage per trade.
But take less.
And take less trades.
Okay.
And it's been working for me so far.
Okay. So let's go through here on your back office. And let's see, you have a 65% win rate, 35% loss rate. You're on the 50K challenge. Let's see, what's your average win? So your average winning trade is $372, and your average losing trade is $450. So that's good though, as long as you're winning more than you're losing. So that's great.
It might have to do with the partials I take too. So I'll take partials, whereas if it's hit stop loss, lose the whole trade.
See, that's a really good thing to point out, I think, because you're not just like closing one trade and you're done. There's more to it. Excuse me. All right, so now what kind of setups do you have coming that you want to go through?
So a trade setup that I took earlier was this one on Euro NZD. So we have a lot of bullish momentum, but this failure to break this high after this push up, when I saw it fall down like this, I knew that the downward pressure is starting to win. So I sold somewhere in here and took this one, and this is where I got one of those partials. I took a partial at this, and then to finish the trade out is going to be another like 40 pips down, because I do think that it'll fall underneath this. Mm-hmm. So this was just a good trade setup that I was able to take and ride out for, I think the first take profit was 90 pips. So,
I love it. That's awesome. Well, what you have any other setups, anything else, or you want to talk about any losses that you had on the account?
Losses was mostly on AJ, just getting, I took some losses on AJ because I'm looking at shorts.
Right.
And most of the account is
From AJ?
Is from AJ. And so some of the losses I took were whenever it would break certain structure, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to get in a better position. And I did do that a few times. I was able to take good profits on it. This one, I'll be looking to long this one pretty soon here. I do think that when it breaks out from underneath this, it'll start rising again.
Yep. I love it.
So,
well, cool. Well, I'm glad that you came on, I'm glad that you're doing well in the account this time too. Keep it up, take your time. I like your approach this time where it sounds like you're taking, less trades and you're taking setups that you're way more confident in.
yes.
So I love that. And we'll be back next week and we'll see how you're doing again. Hopefully you're actually past at this point, because you've met the minimum trading days. Now you just need a little bit more to get funded or get to tier 2. Mm-hmm. So great. Well, that concludes this episode with Chris Kane, and we're going to see you guys next week. Remember to like, subscribe, and as always, don't live to trade, trade to live.